Hi, everyone. We're so honored to have with us today Russell Dagleish from the Scottish Business Network. And just want to tell you a little bit about him before he talks to us about what the Scottish Business Network is.
Oh, sorry, Cindy. I didn't have on the correct view.
Okay, that's okay.
Now it's correct, so it could start over. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy and honored to introduce you to, let me start over. Do you want to hit record and re-record so you don't have to edit, or?
That's okay. I'll edit anyway. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to have you all join us today and so honored to introduce to you our guest, Russell Dagleish, from the Scottish Business Network. And before he explains to us a little bit more and talks about the Scottish Business Network, just want you to know a couple of tidbits of information about Russell himself. He's wonderful, charming character that we get to work with. So we're very happy at Scotweek that we're partnered with the Scottish Business Network. Russell has been highly successful internationally in his career in the technology sector, and now focuses a lot of his efforts supporting owners and boards of companies to implement growth throughout Scotland. And with that, Russell, can you please tell us and share with us a little bit more about the Scottish Business Network?
Thanks, Cindy. It's wonderful to be with everyone today. I'm a founder and chairman of Scottish Business Network. That's Scotland's largest diaspora network. We have about 10,000 people across the globe who are Scottish by nature of birth or family, or they've worked in Scotland. Some of the most passionate people are people who studied in Scotland or friends of Scotland. Our goal is to link together this global network of people interested in Scotland to the benefit of everyone in Scotland. So what we do is we match up Scottish companies with Scottish diaspora members to help each other. We also partner with Scottish organisations around the world, and one of the leading ones of these is Scotweek. So we're absolutely delighted to be a partner of Scotweek and to work with yourself, Cindy, and also Kelsey and the team on some of the amazing stuff that Scotweek does. It was only in April we worked with Scotweek on Tartan Day in New York, when we saw an amazing sequence of events happening on Instagram. And that's what we're going to see again today. So we're going to see a celebration of Robert the Bruce. Now, this means a lot to me for Scottish Business Network to be sponsoring this event today, because I live 10 miles from the statue of Robert the Bruce, a statue that brings together so much about what is Scotland. And we're doing this, and we're going to hear a lot today about Robert the Bruce, the film. And that's something that's gone down so well in Scotland. And it's a story that we wanted to be told. And Robert the Bruce means so much to so many people in Scotland, from the stories of the spider to the stories of his heart being taken to the Middle East during those times. So it's wonderful to be sponsoring this event today and to be working with yourself and the Scotweek team.
Thank you, Russell. And one of the things that I love about Scottish Business Network is that you guys have Zoom meetings where people in the Scottish Business Network, your members, come on and you hold basically webinars on specific topics. So the last one is what you had a group of medical doctors talking about what's new in medical science.
Yeah.
So how can people join Scottish Business Network?
Well, what we want to do is to get everyone with a relationship with Scotland to join. So all they have to do is to reach out to me. So they can find me on Twitter or Instagram or LinkedIn and just send us a message. We also have our website, which is www.sbn.scot. So we use the .scot on all of our websites simply because we're Scottish.
Wonderful.
That's wonderful. And also too, if you want to just take a minute or two and talk a little bit about the exciting event that Sbn has coming up here at the end of September in Scotland, in Edinburgh and in Glasgow.
Oh, it's amazing. So the last week in September of 2020, we're going to hold our 4th annual Scottish International Week. So this is a celebration of international business with a Scottish flavour to it. Now, traditionally, we've run events in the States, in Scotland, and across other countries. But this time, we're taking the whole thing online. Now, this has freed us up from any restrictions, so we're going to have a whole week worth of content. We're going to hear about what's happening in the Scottish space sector. We're going to hear about what's happening in sport and in culture, and we're going to hear from some of Scotland's leading entrepreneurs and some of those Scots who hold senior positions in some of the most important companies in the world. So it's going to be this whole bringing together of what does Scotland look like in the world today.
Fantastic. And the website for that is www.scottishinternationalweek.com. Is that correct?
That's the one, yeah. Scottish International Week.
Fantastic.
And
We'd like to welcome everyone to get involved. We're currently accepting submissions from people who would like to speak or would like to take part. And it's a major part of what we're doing is on technology, but we're also doing, as I say, about the arts and culture. And we're also doing about early stage entrepreneurial businesses and major corporations. So we're trying to give the world a feeling for not only what does commerce look like within Scotland, within the cities, within the islands. We have the most amazing thing planned from the Outer Hebrides, where we're going to hear from the Isle of Harris and the Isle of Lewis entrepreneurs, right down to people in major cities. And we're also going to hear from people with an accent similar to mine, who are in Auckland, who are in Brisbane, who are in Singapore, who are in Europe, and who are in South America as well as North America. And we're going to bring them all together to share the flavour of how we believe you should deliver Scottish business.
This is going to be an amazing event, and Scotweek is very honored and proud that we will be live on location in Scotland for this event and filming there and going around and talking to and interviewing many of the people and affiliates of Sbn. And Russell, thank you so much for sponsoring today. We're so happy to see you. Thank you so much for being on with us.
Wonderful. It's so lovely to be taking part in something today which celebrates an icon of Scottish culture. So wonderful to be taking part.
All the best. Bye.